So welcome back. Gotta come back whenever I see something that kind of like strikes my attention. A little song that like get me back into like the mode to talk about some of this stuff. So I really just want to go off on a rant right now, but I'm gonna try to make this as calm as straight through. There's no matter how, like, honestly, bro. But this been showing up recently, and it actually caught some traction, right? You think people saying Madara could be Jigen was like, huh? So you thought that was like crazy, but no. Not only before I continue, like most of this is really just a bunch of like Naruto fans that really cannot get a hold of what the Boruto series is, or like what how strong the characters are, or how more basically powerful. Like these characters aren't really nothing to sleep on, right? It's a trope that just keeps going in Naruto, and it does carry in Boruto. And like, little do you know that the next villain is always going to be stronger than the next, right? We went from Gaara being a villain to Orochimaru being a villain to Pain being the villain, or a big bad in the art, or like a big bad character in the art, just completely surpassed over. It's only stated sometimes that characters like Sasori, they just gave up in a fight. Like, who's to say that they're not stronger? They just gave up in the fight. But then you got other characters like Deidara, who rage quitted, and like these guys aren't as strong as Pain, which is very true. Um, so the debate is, then whatever scaling it is that Juuibara is like as strong as Ishiki Otsutsuki, or stronger than like Momoshikki, um, which is false. Cause one, Sasuke does state that Momoshikki and Kinshiki, and yeah, I did say fuse Momoshikki, right? He said like Kaguya, no, he said like Momoshikki and like Kinshiki are like a greater threat than Kaguya, and like Kinshiki actually got some scaling directly in the data book that like he's strong enough to like destroy worlds, right? He's actually capable of destroying worlds, right? Splitting planets in half with one swing of his axe, and like Momoshikki is like already above that. And not only that, you're fusing them two characters, so you're fusing two at least planetary beings, right? Because Kaguya's strength is she really just bad hacks? Honestly, she's not necessarily stronger than anybody. She's really just have like ridiculous hacks like Mad Regeneration, Byakugan 360 Vision, Rene Sharingan Infinite Sukuyon. Like, she's just a hacks book, right? She's not necessarily stronger than anyone. She's just crazy hacks, and with more chakra, since chakra does equal power. She just has a lot more power and chakra compared to other characters in the series, Juuibara included. And Momoshikki, a fused Momoshikki, is like above that. And then let's talk about Naruto and Sasuke, how there was nerfed when base Naruto was like in the manga was like swapping hands and somewhat relative to a fused Momoshikki who was arguably like not even holding back either, which is crazy. I mean, and then he's like on par with his speed. So it's like, how are these two are weakening in the war? Because in the war, they couldn't even react to Kaguya, and let alone a like how strong Kaguya is. It does depend. Like, is she star level? Right? You can actually, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think star is right after planetary anyway. Well, large planetary. So yeah. So yeah, honestly, yeah. They're both star level. At the worst, Fuse Momoshiki is relative to Kaguya. And like a slightly nerfed Naruto and Sasuke was able to beat that Momoshiki. You can't say he wasn't. Right? Sasuke used teleportation, well, through dimensions, but does zap his chakra. Naruto literally had Kurama, like, was getting Kurama ripped out of him. Right? So you can argue that they were just slightly weaker than they would be at full power. So I actually want to know, like, how does, like, Kaguya scale drastically above that? The only thing that she got that they don't have, I mean, that neither Momoshiki or Ishiki have, is the fact that, like, she is like an immortal being and can regenerate. Other than that, no, she doesn't out-hacks them. She's like weaker than them. That's like saying Hidan is stronger than Kakashi when that's just blatantly not true. Right? Like, Hidan can definitely, like, he's immortal, but that don't make him stronger. Kakuzu was immortal. He was just relative to Kakashi. At the worst. He was just relative to slightly stronger than Kakashi. Because, like, these hardcore debaters are taking that way too seriously, right? Pain versus. Yeah, I'm like, just giving you the casual scale. And the fact that Momoshiki appears years after, like, Kaguya is crazy, right? Kaguya's name is only worth mentioning because, like, until that point, she was the strongest person that they have ever fought. But they was still not at full power either. And this how they wasn't at full power. Cause Naruto only had half of the Nine Tails when that happened. Kaguya had half of the Nine Tails. You know? Or I could just say he was boxing her off straight six paths only. No, I'm just playing, but I'm just playing. It's not even true. Like, Naruto actually had half of Kurama, and like, and Kaguya had like half of it. So basically, like, Kurama was split into, wasn't the full power KCM Naruto that we know, right? And then Sasuke, he just got his Rinnegan and didn't even master his abilities. He was actively trying to open a dimension when he realized I could probably do this. He tried to open a dimension through Kaguya portals. So he genuinely tried. Like, he wasn't as strong as he is now, right? This Sasuke we know can actually teleport. Zoom's gonna, like, switch objects. Like, even then he could switch objects, but he wasn't as efficient or proficient with it as he is now, right? So that pretty much how I deduct that. You know, how do Juuibara stack up to that? Well, one-eyed Juuibara. Well, no. Yeah, actually, one-eyed Juuibara wasn't even touching Sage Six Path Naruto and Sasuke. And then, like, two-eyed Renegade Madara still wasn't touching Naruto and Sasuke. But three-eyed Madara kinda was relative to Naruto and Sasuke. You know, Naruto was relative to Madara Limbo clones. And this is true, right? Because the Limbo clones was just as strong as the user. That's stated. And that Sasuke was casually, like, chopping away his Chubaku Tensei meteors. So, but I also do want to know how. Anyway, if you were to say that Madara is stronger than Fuse Momoshiki, or is that Madara is stronger than, like, Ishii or some bullshit, right? That would just make Naruto and Sasuke much more stronger than them. And that's not even consistent with the story. Cause everything they say, everything people say is not consistent with the story at all. Like they're scaling. It says Jubito is stronger than Naruto and Sasuke, which is like totally not true, dude. It's not. Pre 6 pounds, Naruto and Sasuke was beating Jubito. Even though they had help, they was still landing blows on Jubito. That was almost relative to Jubito. So that's how you know, like, the scaling is just so stupid that people just don't know what they're saying, right? And like even now that Naruto and Sasuke are nerfed, they're still the strongest shinobi in history. I mean, I don't think Naruto is weaker than Hashirama or some shit. I don't see why. A revived Madara who is arguably stronger than his alive self, right? It's just an argument. He sent Wood Forest Deep Emergence at Naruto and the Kage. Well, not the Kage, but the survivors of that meteor. And like Naruto and just his base matched it with a bunch of Rasengans. What are we talking about? And also about that part, like it was debatable if that part. It was debatable if that even Edo Madara was just as strong as Jubito. Yeah, you don't believe me? Like Madara literally sat up and he was like, okay, so I might gotta take this into my own hands too. So that basically implying that Madara was like Edo Madara was like just as strong, or he believed he could beat Jubito. Like, nah, like a lot of people be like, nah, man, you making this up, bro. I'm like, no, dude, everything's based off interpretations and everything. Like if you interpret that whole war arc and Boruto as Naruto and Sasuke still the same strength, you've been gone for a minute because they're in a different class. They're actually in a different class. Right? You thought when they was teens they was above everybody else? As adults, they're light years above everybody else. Right? Someone tried to tell me like, yo, what you mean Naruto and Sasuke they didn't get stronger cause like ninjas can't train to get stronger, and I'm like, what? So we didn't just see like Naruto train his body to beat Kakazu? Do you believe like before that Naruto could beat Kakazu? Like, do you believe before Naruto went to train with the Sage Toes that he's gonna beat Pain? Like, so the same Naruto that beat Kaguya, you think that Naruto can beat Pain? That's a fallacy. That's false. That's false. Kakashi in the Land of Waves. So like the Land of Waves, Kakashi is like as strong as Kakuzu. What is you like? What is going like? How do you come up with that conclusion, bro? How you come up with that conclusion that like you cannot train to get stronger? Like, yes, in theory, yes, like the only ninja we ever see train to get stronger is Lee. But if you want to be technical, like if you want to go ahead and be technical, we can dead ass be technical, right? Alright, but there is a thing called honing your skills. That's improving is also stronger. There's a lot of synonyms for stronger. I don't have to say, oh yeah, he's just more skilled than he is then, or yeah, he's just more athletic than he was back then. Like that's still like it's still synonyms for it, bro. Just like how there's a synonym for murder and kill, there's a synonym for stronger or power. There's a lot of synonyms for it, right? So you think Itachi is like the same strength that he was when he was 13? It's crazy. That's actually insane, bro. Like the idea that they cannot get stronger was I'm gonna be honest. When this person told me this, I was blown, bro, because I was like, what? I was like, huh? What are you talking about? What? Like, so you're telling me in the last, let's say 15 years, right? Like in the last like 15 years, right? Naruto and Sasuke just sat on their asses. That's crazy, bro. Cause we actually see Sasuke doing missions that are canon. We actually seen Sasuke going out doing missions. We actually seen Naruto go out doing missions. Like no, like if you think Teneri's weaker than Kage, that's fine. Hey look, that's it. But like a base Naruto with one KCM punch destroy Teneri. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. And Teneri's really like just the build up villain of the series. I'm gonna be honest, like in that movie he really was just like the build up to what's to come, honestly. So that's freaking insane, bro, cause it's like, wow. So a ninja can't get stronger. I think honing your skills and controlling your chakra and mastering control over the elements, I'm pretty sure that equates to stronger. Just as a synonym, bro. But anyway, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video here though. But like I said, dude, like Juuibara, Juubito, they're not over Fuse Momoshiki, bro. Like you can assume everybody are equal stats or whatever. And it doesn't even matter, and also doesn't even matter the fact that Momoshiki can absorb ninjutsu. So Madara can shoot a fireball attack at him, bro. He's not gonna kill him. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna touch him. He's not doing anything. I'm so sorry, bro. But dang, dude. Hopefully this video helped some scaling on Boruto, right? Like people don't even want to admit that like Team 7 Boruto was just absolutely like dog raffle stomp like Team 7 Naruto, like Part 1 Naruto, in fact. But even Konohamaru might just solo Kakashi, but hey. But yeah, man, whatever y'all did with the video, bro, if y'all liked it, if y'all commented, you know what I'm saying, let me know what y'all think down below, though. Real talk, because I need another point of view. But, yeah, alright, y'all, that's it for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See ya.